Welcome everyone to practice. My name is Kimberly. Today's class will be utilizing a lot of the muscles that support and stabilize the spine as well as opening the chest. So this one's great if you are feeling fatigued or off or just want to shake off any malaise. We'll be working towards Viparita Dandasana, which is a forearm balance in a wheel pose. So don't let that intimidate you. It's a big heart opener, but it's really built from this balance of strength as well as flexibility. So with that in mind, have a couple blocks. If you have a yoga wheel, you can grab that. We'll be just opening pec minor to start class today. And if you enjoyed today's class, please like and subscribe to my channel. You can leave any questions or comments below. I love to hear from you. So grab a block, maybe two, to set up some nice chest opening to begin. And then place one block. It can be on the medium high. I think that's a good place to start. Right between the shoulder blades, so not too low. You're in the thoracic spine. Set the feet down flat with knees bent. And then the second block can be used under your head as just a rest. Or if you'd rather, you can just remove that entirely and let your head release towards the floor. Now I want you to stretch your arms out with the palms up. And then just let gravity do the work. Let your shoulder heads sink into their sockets. And let your pelvis drop. Even feel your brain drop into the skull. And then just start to trace the breath from your internal gaze, building a little more length and maybe a pause at the top. And as you exhale every vertebrae, allow every vertebrae to become heavier. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, let go. And you want to just take the shape and keep it in your mindset. This expression of the chest as you just start to come out. We'll be tapping into that as we flow. And go ahead and remove your props. Set them aside. And then drop your knees to the right. We'll find this pinwheel shape to start. Left hand to knee as you stretch your right arm up. Take an inhale. Now then side bend to your left. Feel the stretch of the whole right side body. Drop your right hip. And if you want to explore a little more opening through the front of the shoulder, flip your right palm, take your hand behind your back towards your left hip crease. Maybe drop left ear to shoulder. For me, that feels so nice. Take another full breath there. And then release. Plant your palms down. Curl your left toes under. Single-legged plank. Inhale. Exhale, right knee, right upper arm. Twice more. Inhale. Right knee, right upper arm. Inhale, extend. Knee to upper arm. And then inhale, leg up and back. Exhale, step halfway down the mat, horizon lunge. Drop your left hip. And then we're going to pivot on our right foot to come to standing splits on the right leg And really hug your left thigh to your chest as you fold. And you can lift your right heel. Drop your head, push the mat away, lift your belly. And then step back to runner's lunge. Sweep your right leg up to down dog splits. Breathe into the back body, inhale. Set your right foot down. And then ripple forward to plank as you lift your left leg. So same thing, left knee, left upper arm. Single-legged plank. Left knee, left upper arm. Back to plank, twice more. Down dog splits, inhale. Horizon lunge, step halfway down the mat. Pivot on your left foot, you might step it forward, standing splits on your left leg, and pull your right thigh to your chest. Perhaps lift your left heel as you dump your head. Left heel down, runner's lunge, to left leg up, down dog splits. Bring that foot down, ripple forward to plank, lift the right leg, 3 of these, right knee, right upper arm, single-legged plank. Hold it there, horizon lunge. Pivot on right foot, standing splits. Tuck your left knee in, lift your right heel. Runner's lunge, inhale. Down dog splits. So you'll create that rhythm. Set the foot down, ripple forward to plank, left leg up. 3 of these. Upper arm, single-legged plank. Hold it. Horizon, step halfway down. Pivot on left foot, standing splits. And then step back to runner's lunge. 2 down dog splits. Set the foot down, single-legged plank, right leg up, right knee, right upper arm. 3, 2, 1, hold it high. Horizon lunge, step halfway down. Standing splits. Lift the right heel. And as you step back to runner's lunge, ground your left heel. Find warrior 1 shape of the legs. And then inhale, lengthen your spine. Plant your palms down and then just fold forward. So it's like you're in down dog from the waist up. Ears between biceps. Breathe a little more into that right hip. And then put more weight into your left foot. Wrap your triceps down. Take another full breath in. On your exhale, come up to your fingertips and then push into your feet for warrior 1. Inhale, reach the arms up, draw the front ribs back. And then exhale, come into side plank on your left hand. Hover that hip. And then inhale, lift it up. Twice more. Hover. Lift. Hover. Inhale, reach. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Take a full breath there. Look to your hands. Inhale. Step or hop, feet to hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Rise to stand. Thumbs to heart. Come right to chair pose, feet hip width apart. And then interlace your hands behind your back. Draw your shoulder blades together. Feel the byproduct of that is the chest opening and broadening as you lift your upper arms. Drop your seat. Lengthen your tailbone. Take an inhale and bring your belly to your thighs. Keep your clasp. As you lift through the side ribs, Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lift through the upper arms, but let your chin draw towards your chest. Stretch through the back of the neck a little. Sit lower through your seat. Inhale, just lift your torso. Keep your clasp. And then straighten the legs as you bow. Release your clasp. Inhale, extend. Plug your shoulders in the sockets. Exhale, step back to plank. And then scoot forward from your toes. Inhale, chaturanga. Keep your chest broad. And then all the way down. Get your shoulder blades on the back body. Press down through the thighs, tops of feet. Inhale for cobra. Keep your chest that broad as you lift. Exhale, lower. Forehead down, shoulders lift, pubic bone down. This time lift your chest and hover your hands. Keep your thighs heavy. Lift your low belly to float the chest up. And then exhale, lower. One more cobra. You can keep your hands down. Take an inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take an inhale, look to the hands. Feet to hands, step or hop. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Rise all the way up there. Inhale. Right to chair. Clasp your hands. Shimmy your shoulder blades together. Puff up the chest. Root your knuckles back. Sit a little lower. Inhale. Bring your belly to your thighs. Keep reaching your sitting bones back behind you. And then draw your chin toward your chest as you squeeze your shoulder blades together. Take another full breath. Inhale, just lift the chest. Exhale, fold. Release the hands. Inhale, charge your thighs back as you lengthen the spine out. Lift the belly, chaturanga. Keep that. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Microbend the elbows. Exhale, down dog. Go back. One more sunny. Inhale, look to your hands. Step or hop. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and fold. Rise to stand. Exhale, chair. Clasp the hands opposite, thumb on top. Sit even lower. Inhale. Keep the clasp, belly to thighs. Tuck your chin. Inhale. Stay. Exhale, shoulder blades together more. Sitting bones back. Inhale. Stay on the exhale. On your inhale, just lift your chest. And then exhale, get your hands down. Bend your elbows, scoot your chest forward. And then just hop back to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Shoulder blades together, navel lifts. Downward facing. Good, take a full breath. And then turn your feet out, heels in, and just sit back toward your heels. Find a squat, kind of like malasana. And then bring your heels down and take a seat. Scoot yourself just enough forward so you can find a pinwheel shape to your left. Drop your knees, left fingertips behind you, because we're going to now go to the other end of the mat. But right hand and knee, left arm up, inhale, and then side bend to your right. You can flip the left palm, take your fingertips to your hip crease. Really glide the left shoulder blade to the spine. Maybe drop ear to shoulder. And then exhale, release. Straighten your right leg, curl the toes, left knee, left upper arm. In plank, single-legged plank. Draw it in, single-legged. Draw it in. And then step halfway down the mat, horizon lunge, sink your right hip. Pivot on your left foot, standing splits on the left leg. Pull your right knee in. Maybe lift that heel, drop your head down. Heel down, just step back. Find a warrior one, shape of the legs. And then reach your arms forward. Keep pressure in the hands here to broaden the upper back. And then push through the right heel, blade edge of foot, to hug your left sitting bone in and away from your left armpit. And just let your head go. Soften the neck. Take one more full breath. Now keep the legs, come to your fingertips, right under the shoulders. Inhale, push your feet, warrior one. Exhale, side plank on your right hand. Hover the hip. Inhale, reach the arm. Exhale, hover. Twice more, reach. Hover. Inhale, reach. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then separate your feet, shorten your dog a little, and then shift your shoulders forward toward your wrists. Look between your thumbs. And then retract your shoulder blades here. So it's almost like you're doing a push-up without bending your elbows. Feel your shoulder blades cinch together. And then keep that as you push back towards your feet through your chest. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Really feel them cinch. So you're getting a little more opening through your chest here. Bend your knees if you need to, but lift your sits bones. Let your head sink. Ears even beyond the upper arms if it feels nice. The crown of head might even graze. Take another breath. And then just draw your chest forward. Hug your triceps down, and then lift your sits bones, ears between biceps, and just find your normal dog if you need to step back a few inches. Just feel that connection to your strength. And then step your feet together. Inhale, reach your right leg up. Lean your shoulders forward, then hop and switch your legs. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2. And then land on your left leg. Inhale. Warrior one. Reach the arms up, breathe in. Exhale, side plank on the left hand, hover the hip. Inhale, reach. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stretch your left leg up. Lean your shoulders forward, then hop and switch for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg up. Inhale. Just step the left foot between your hands. Warrior one. Inhale, reach the arms up. Draw the front ribs back. Side plank on the right hand. Hover the hip. Inhale, reach the left arm up and over. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple forward to plank. Exhale, hinge forward from plank. Lift your belly. Exhale, chaturanga. Keep that. And then all the way down. And then pubic bone down there. Thighs firm, taps the feet firm as you lengthen your tailbone towards your heel. So keep the legs engaged. And then interlace your hands behind your back and shimmy your shoulder blades together. And then inhale, just lift your chest, your head, root your knuckles back. Keep your gaze down, but squeeze and cinch your shoulder blades together. Take an inhale, float your legs up. Exhale, firm the navel, maybe gaze forward. Roll the inner thighs up, take another full breath. And then exhale, release. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full breath. And then step your feet together in your downward dog. Bend your knees. You can shorten your stance a little. We're going to split hop to the top of the mat. So let's start by doing maybe 3 or 4. Bend your knees. Look forward. Split your legs apart. And then land your right foot between your hands or somewhere near them. And then hop back to downward dog. Both feet down. So try to land without making a sound. Right foot between your hands, and then hop back to dog. And then that third one, you might get a little more hang time. And then the last one, inhale, supported warrior 3. Just lengthen your front spine out. Hug the skin of the right hip back. And then point your left foot as you spread the toes apart. So you have a really active left leg. Take an inhale there. Keep everything from the waist down. Just exhale and fold. So you're in standing splits. And you can lift that left leg higher just as long as you don't roll your hip open. So lift the inner thigh higher than the outer leg, outer hip. Good, come back to supported warrior 3. Inhale. Revolved half moon, right arm up. And then think of squeezing that right shoulder blade to the spine to broaden the chest. Get that right scapula back. And then just look down and step your left foot hip width apart. Inhale the chair, left foot down, arms up, thumbs to heart, and twist to your right. Now track your left inner thigh back so the knees stay aligned. Drop your seat and then get your right shoulder blade back yet again. Feel that retraction to broaden through the chest, even in this twist. We're going to step back to Revolve Crescent Lunge. So lean your chest forward, keep hugging that right shoulder back. And just step your left leg slowly back. And use the strength of the right hip to keep the pelvis neutral. As you shoot the chest out. Take one more full breath in. And then exhale, just get your hands down, stretch your right leg up. We're going to come back to that down dog jogging. So lean the chest forward and then hop and switch your legs. It can be low, might be just holding the leg up. If you want to crank it up a little more brisk, so it's not as high, maybe faster. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and land on the left leg. 1. Take an inhale and just breathe. And then step your right foot between your hands. Come right into Crescent Lunge. Interlace your hands behind your back. Again, squeeze your shoulder blades together, lengthen your tailbone down, and hug your front ribs back. So you're not finding so much of a back bend here, but really using the strength of your back body to puff up through the upper chest. And then keep that, come halfway forward. Keep squeezing your shoulder blades together. Warrior 3. So the arms stay really active and the belly is lifting. Come back to spreading the left toes and really engaging the whole left leg. And then lift your chest a little bit. Keep your clasp and roll open for a hovering half moon here. So you're going to have to really turn on that outer right hip to roll the left hip open. But reach your knuckles toward your left heel. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. And if it's too much, just don't tip in as low. You can come up a little higher. Take a full breath in. Keep your clasp. Tip back to Warrior 2 and then right to Reverse Warrior. So lengthen your tailbone slightly to your right. And as you tip your torso to the left, reach your knuckles towards your right knee. And then come back to hugging your shoulder heads like a cinching, coming together onto your back ribs. As you float just your torso off of that right hip, take another full breath in. And then exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Step your right foot back, lift your left leg up. We're just going to take a vinyasa. So if you're wanting, lean the weight into the hands, hop up, kick your butt. Or just take a step back or hop back, chaturanga. And downward facing dog. Take a full breath. And then step your feet together, look between your hands, bend your knees, and come back to the split hops. So ride the breath, your inhale, hop off of both feet, split your legs apart, land on the left leg and exhale. Second round, maybe no sound. One more. Ride the breath. Inhale, supported warrior 3. So you might bend your left knee and then hug your shoulders into their sockets. Find a long, sharp line of the back spine as you stretch your right leg back and spread the toes. And then keep that fold forward, standing splits, but don't open your hip. In fact, internally rotate the right leg just a little more. Let your head release. Inhale, lengthen, come back to the flat back. Exhale, revolve, half moon. Just find that central axis line. Reach the arms apart. And then find your left shoulder blade inching like a centimeter more towards your spine, or a millimeter. Just draw your awareness towards that. Reach through the armpit. Take another inhale. Send your gaze down. Chair pose, feet hip width apart. Arms up, breath in. Thumbs to heart, twist to your left. And then drag your right knee, inner thigh back. Suck your left shoulder blade behind you as you push through the right elbow. And then lean your chest forward, put all the weight in the left foot. So you can just take your right leg back to revolve crescent lunge. And then try to retract your left shoulder blade towards the spine, even in this twist, which in many ways is much more challenging. Just shifting our focus towards different parts of our body. Take one more full breath. And then exhale, get your hands down, stretch your left leg up. And then lean your shoulders toward your wrists and hop and switch your legs. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do 10 more, or just hold the leg up. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, land on the right leg. Left leg up. And step it between your hands. Crescent lunge, drop your hips. Inhale. Opposite thumb on top. And really curl the belly back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Feel the clavicles spread, the chest broaden. Come back to knitting, restraining the front ribs, so it's less of a back bend. And then keep the chest this open, the arms this active, halfway forward. Inhale, supported warrior 3. Spread through the right toes. Reach through that right leg. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then lift your chest a little bit. Exhale, open up, half moon. So the central axis line is still there. You're just rotating upon it. And then do your best to squeeze the shoulder blades together like a centimeter or more, and reach your knuckles towards your right heel. Make that your main focus. Your arms should get tired. Start to soften the left knee. Keep the clasp. Warrior two to reverse warrior. Now knuckles sweep toward your left knee. Keep tracking your left knee towards the left pinky toe. Again, shoulder blades, draw them together. Firm through your right thigh. So lift the inner thigh up and charge the right thigh back behind you. And that should help you feel more supported. Take another inhale. And then exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Step your left foot halfway back. Come right to standing splits. And then you choose your exit. Let's take it through a flow. And downward facing. Take a full breath. Inhale, ripple forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga to the belly. And then press your forehead down. Clasp your hands behind your back. Shimmy your shoulder blades together. And then inhale, lift your chest. Lift your legs. Exhale, hover your head, hover your feet, and take your knuckles to the right. So you can bend both elbows, but I want you to glide your left shoulder blade to the spine. And then inhale, float the chest, lift the legs. Glide your left shoulder blade to the spine a little more, but keep your shoulders neutral, pelvis neutral. And then exhale, hover, come back to center. Knuckles to the left. Inhale, get the right shoulder blade back as you lift. Really work on gliding your right scapula to the spine, retract. Take another breath in. Exhale, center and hover. Inhale, come to center. And exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra pose or upward facing dog. Micro bend the elbows. Broaden through the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feel that reinvigoration of the spine. It's broadening through the chest. It's connection to being alive. We're going to come back to the split hops. So bend your knees, look forward. Let's do 3 to 5. Inhale, ride the breath. And then hop it back. And then last one. And then come to standing splits. Tap your left toes to your right heel. Inhale, supported warrior 3. And then roll your left hip open for half moon. Stretch your left arm up. And then internally rotate that left leg just a little more. Reach your left arm up, flip the palm and take a half bind. And then draw your frontal hip bones towards one another so you can really peel your low belly towards the spine to get longer through that left leg as you roll the hip open. You might even get softer on your right fingertips. Release your half bind and stretch the arm out. Take an inhale. Just start to bend your right knee, reverse warrior, with a straight right leg. And really tip off to the left. I like to interlace my fingers and push through the right foot to tip off to the left and just get a little more of a stretch, but find what's best for you today. Keep drawing your left ribs back. And then right to Trikonasana. So hinge and reach. And then hand to shin, maybe floor. I want you to take your left arm forward, shoulder level, and then suck the shoulder and armpit back behind you. And then stretch the arm up. Now curl the pinky finger towards the top end of the mat as you reach the arm overhead. If it feels good, you can look towards that pinky and draw a line across the horizon. Feel a little more of a stretch to the front of the left hip. If it feels really good, you can turn it into a Wild Thing Skandasana by lifting your right heel and bending the knee. And this one might be more accessible even, but same idea, opening through the left side body and left hip. Full breath in. And exhale, plant your palms down, stretch your right leg up. And then drop your left elbow, bend the right knee, and open your hip. So you're in a funky dolphin here. As you push through the left elbow, lift through the left side body. And wing your right elbow out. Take another full breath. And then lift the left elbow up. Inhale, ripple forward to plank. Exhale, right knee, right upper arm. Inhale, single-legged. Exhale, right knee, right upper arm. Inhale, single-legged, right upper arm. Single-legged. Hinge forward. Inhale, chaturanga. Point your right toes, single-legged, upward facing dog. Get the shoulder blades together. Lift the low belly up. Exhale, knee to nose. And then draw the hips up and back, drop your elbows down. Dolphin splits. And if that's too much, set your right foot down. And then wiggle your elbows in. You might press your palms together. Keep your hands flat, but just trying to avoid the elbows from bleeding out. Keep them a little more narrow than shoulder width. If you want to explore, maybe Shavasana, clasp hand base. Coming into headstand or Pincha Mayurasana. If at any time you need a break, child's pose. If you're still upside down, slowly come out And then right into plank pose. Lift the right leg up, extend the hip a little, draw it across. Keep it going. Keep the hands down, scissor-legged plank, take the leg over, ground the left heel and stretch the left arm up, maybe overhead. And then keep your legs, set your left hand down, scissor-legged plank. Hinge forward from the left toes, see if you can lift your right leg. Keep equal weight in the left hand, right shoulder, head back. Right knee, right upper arm to wild thing. Take it over, lift up. Full breath in. Listen carefully, we're coming to side, plank breath out. And then step your right foot to your left thumb. Spin your left foot flat, inhale, warrior one. Exhale, Vinyasa, just take it through. Child's pose. Take a moment. Good. And then downward facing dog. Come back to your breath, but also cut yourself some slack, right? So if you have been in a malaise and had a stressful week, or have been nursing an injury, or just been a little under the weather, oftentimes we come to our mat, we want to take on a lot. We want to play catch up. Try to put that aside. And even though we have these qualities of being determined, see if you can just tap into what it is you're feeling. Tap into feeding yourself just by letting go. Allow yourself to just linger. Linger in the breath. And then step your feet together. Let's come into those split hops again, so bend your knees. And then split your legs apart and land your left foot between your hands. Take 3 to 5. And then last one, finish up. Take an inhale and lengthen. Tap your right toes to your left heel as you bow. Inhale, supported warrior 3. Roll your right hip open for half moon. So your left leg is externally rotated. That's pretty apparent. I want you to internally rotate your right leg a little more. And then reach your right arm up, glide the shoulder blade back. Spread your right toes, and then flip the right palm and take a half bind. So feel this opening just from that subtle retraction through the right scapula. That helps you feel a little more soft, taking on this challenging pose. If your legs are tired, shifting your energy or awareness towards more of the chest and the arms. Reach the right arm back up, inhale. And then start to bend the left knee. Reverse warrior with a straight leg. You can interlace all the index fingers and maybe lengthen out of the left hip a little more. But really engage both legs here. Hug back to the belly. Trikonasana, inhale, come up. Just flip your palms and hinge. Hand to shin. And then right arm up. And then take the palm, shoulder level. Suck the elbow or the shoulder back. Get the shoulder blade to glide, and then sweep the arm up and back. And then reach the right arm straight up. Turn the pinky finger down and behind you as you reach your arm overhead. And just get as long as you can from pinky to right heel. Maybe look towards your pinky and draw a line towards the horizon. So off to the left, or draw a line across the horizon. And if you want to explore your left, hands down behind your left foot. Start to bend the knee, lift the heel, and continue to draw a line across the horizon. Continue to reach and open through that right side, all the way through the armpit. Take another full breath. Runner's lunge. From down dog splits, lift your left leg up. Bend the knee and open your hip as you drop the right elbow down. And just wing the left elbow out. You can straighten the left leg. Keep the hip open. Push through the right elbow. Take another full breath. And then lift the right elbow up, square off your hip. Inhale, ripple forward to single-legged plank. Exhale, left knee, left upper arm. Inhale, single-legged. Left knee, left upper arm. Twice more. Inhale, upper arm. Inhale, upper arm. Inhale, hinge forward. Keep the single-legged. Chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale, point the toes. Single-legged up dog. Exhale, knee to nose. 2 elbows down as you stretch the leg up and back. So set the leg down if you need to, dolphin. Option 2, clasp hand base. Crown a head down, take it up. Headstand. Or Pincha Mayurasana. So manipulating the shoulder blades to open the chest. Within our inversion, whether or not your both legs lift, One more full breath there. And then slowly come out into your high plank. Lift the left leg and then cross it under. Extend the hip as you draw the leg back, just a little lift, and then cross it under. Keep it going. And that connection to the obliques, connection through that right inner thigh. Last 3, 2, 1, across, ground the right heel, fall in triangle. Retract the left shoulder blade. And keep the legs right hand down. Square the hips, square the chest. Push through your palms, hinge forward of your right toes, but then drag your shoulders back. Maybe lift the left leg. Draw it forward, lift it up. 3, 2, left knee, left upper arm. Wild thing. Go ahead. Take an inhale to side plank. Exhale, left heel, right thumb. Warrior 1, inhale. Vinyasa. Take it through anyway. And then cross your ankles and just come to your seat. Lie down. We're going to do 3 sets of back bends here, using that heat and awareness of the shoulder blades, retraction of the scapula. So feet flat, arms just alongside your hips. Come into supported bridge, interlace your hands, shimmy your shoulder blades together. So just working your shoulder heads underneath you to lift up from the sides of the heart. Make sure your feet aren't turning out. Track your inner knees forward. Roll your inner thighs towards the floor as you hug back through the belly. And then keep your clasp and just lower your bottom on your forearms. And just feel that nice pinning of your shoulders towards the floor. Just the weight of your pelvis on the arms. And then lift your hips enough, release that. Second set. Wheel pose. Lift the hips. And then fingers under shoulders. Come to the crown of the head first. And then hug your shoulders back towards your face. So you're already retracting your shoulder blades just by doing that. And then lift your chest. Retract the shoulder blades more. And bend your elbows a little out. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Push through your feet and then lift from the back of the heart. So it's almost like my foot is gently pushing your heart towards the wall you can see. If I had my physical body with you, I'd be doing that. For now, you'll just have to imagine. And then slowly come out when you're ready. You can step your feet off the mat, knock your knees in. So for the third one, take it to your edge if you want another supported bridge or just wheel pose, but we're going to take it to Viparita. So it's a forearm wheel. So you set it up in the same way. You have to be, or you should be, really comfortable in wheel. Crown of head down. And then it's the clasp hand base, just like in Shavasana. Really hug your elbows in. Push through them. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then lift up through your chest. I like to press my palms together here. You can even take your thumbs to the back of the neck. So the pressure is right at the elbows. Retract the shoulder blades. Fill up through the chest. All the space. Breathe under the armpits. And to come out, crown of head down. One hand at a time. Palms flat. And then chin to chest. Roll all the way back. Just take a moment. Feel that surge of energy. It's natural release or rush of endorphins. And then hug your knees in. Let's just rock up to a seat. We're going to come into Gomukhasana. You can set up for right shin in front, Sukhasana or double pigeon. But if it's okay on the knees, right knee on top. But then let's find an eagle arm. So take your right arm under. And this should feel pretty good after all that retraction. We're doing the opposite. So lift your elbows up. Allow your shoulder blades to kind of glide and wrap around the side ribs as you push your forearms forward. And then lift your elbows up and drop your head into your biceps there. Making a little cradle for the head to rest. Just close your eyes. Or if that doesn't feel good, you can just keep your gaze neutral. And then maybe carve it forward and down. And just open the arms, keeping them crossed, but reach your fingers apart. Just broaden the skin between the shoulder blades as you sink the right hip back and down. And then inhale and sit up. Second side, left shin in front or knee on top. Maybe double pigeon. And then sit up nice and tall. Lift the low back, left arm under your right. And then inhale, draw your elbows away from your head. Drag your shoulder blades away from the spine on the back body. And then lift the elbows up as you keep doing that and drop your head into your bicep. You might round forward a little, and that's okay. Just Finding a place you can soften into. You might lift your head and then reach the elbows up, gaze up. And then just take it into a fold, but maintain the arms. And then reach the forearms and the fingers away from one another, keeping the upper arms crossed. Just let your head go. And then inhale, look up. Exhale, gently release. And then just come onto your back body. And just end here with a twist. You can find an eagle leg or right knee to chest. Scoot your hips to the right, drop your knees to the left. And then twist open to the right. Exhale, unravel. And second side, left knee to chest, right leg long. We cross the left knee on top. And then drop the knees to the right as you twist open to your left. And then gently release. You might hug your knees in or find a happy baby. Just any last pose. And head into your Shavasana. if you're comfortable and have time to continue, please stay. Make your way just in a seated position. Take a moment to pause and feel this universal connection. Even if your mind is continuing to resist the moment, or there's static, see if you can just invite the breath to be your primary focus. Feel the effects of your practice. Just slowly dissolving any of that static. Smoothing out any ripples of the mind. Just letting everything just settle back into place. Close our practice just by gazing to our heart, sealing in any intention, prayer, or mantra. Namaste.